We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. On first down, Smith. It's Hill, complete. A huge play there right off the bat. 43 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Second down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here's Smith now on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And now we've got a stoppage and a timeout here called by the defense. It's their first of this first half as they look to regroup and hopefully stop the two-point conversion coming up. So they're going to go for 2. Here's Smith looking to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8. Maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them at the end zone for the two-point play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up second down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Marcus Peters is a former first-round pick who has great anticipation and tremendous ball skills. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. And he couldn't hang on. forced an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up fourth.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now Smith.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run. Brandon, another catch for Tyreek Hill. How do you defend him? Because kickoff return, punt return, catching the ball, whether it's a receiver out of the backfield, and, of course, you can run it with him, too.
Well, let me give you some numbers from last year. To your point, 12 total touchdowns, 6 of them receiving, 3 rushing, and 3 in the return game.
If you're an offensive coordinator and you can't diagram plays for this guy, turn in your clipboard.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. The Princeton man, this is Spencer Ware. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action here on first down. He's got time. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got time in the pocket. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. In motion is Coates. The play clock's running down. Now Ben on 3rd and long, finding time. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. D. Ford with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Jordan Berry now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. And now here comes Kansas City. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a KC first down.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
They complete it to Hill. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
They run again with Ware. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger surveying the field. He'll rifle this. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Sammy Coates, 53 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Tyreek Hill on the return. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. On 2nd down, here's Smith. It's Hill, complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about it, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. He gets it complete to Harris. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Smith on 3rd down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They snap it to Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Hey, move 45! Move 45! Force! I got it!
Here's Smith looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
On the return, here's Justin Gilbert. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump-off. It's a gain of 5, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Man open left side is Brown. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On the right side, caught by Green. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. Roethlisberger will throw. He finds Coates complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Really excellent job there of just going up and getting it.
Brandon, I'm a defender. I shouldn't be this excited, but what a play by the receiver downfield to elevate and make the catch.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. On first down, it's Smith. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. From Mexico.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off, William Gay. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. Let's see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And caught right side, Green. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
56, Mike, 56.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and look out. I think he's going to go. The 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Here's Smith looking to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got time. He'll rifle this one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Underneath to Davis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Hey, 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 hey.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. A screen to Bell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's the fullback there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
So they're going to go for 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Play clock winding down. Roethlisberger looking to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And a cutback right sideline. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 19. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go again with Davis. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 11 and a first down. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
On 1st down, Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw is Smith. And Hill with it over the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Demetrius Harris from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And they will line up now for the two-point try. Here's Smith looking to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to
under pressure. He's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43.
Partner, I know the ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Tamahali getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defense.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ricardo Matthews in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. On second down, here's Smith. A dump off for Davis. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the gun on third down, Smith able to find Harris, complete. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Bryant with a catch right side. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Simple slant route, and partner, a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Man open left side is Brown. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Steelers a first down. And they're going to speed things up here. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air. I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having. Darius Hayward-Bay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging. Little tapestry, if you will. Oh, I like it. Here's Roethlisberger looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards on the pickup there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got time in the pocket. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here comes Kansas City. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. Let's see if they can rebound. I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there. Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question. Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. 2nd and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. From his goal line here, Smith. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Smith. And he'll be hit and... Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Smith. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. That's caught at the 2. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works it.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. It's the fullback. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, got 3. Here we go. Easy.
Roethlisberger looking to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now it's Jamal Charles in the game. He gets the call here. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Charles the lone setback. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 71 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So they're going to go for two. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Davis. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Finding time. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Goes underneath for Bell. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Then to throw again. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. And the offense moving quickly to the line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here we go. Like 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Out of the gun. It's nowhere to go. Here he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Throwing is Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. The Chiefs going for it on 4th. It's Smith. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here we go.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be second and goal.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Set.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. That's caught at the 1. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. One last shot for Roethlisberger. Surveying the field. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. And a great example there, just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better, that they work on training camp, off-season work, OTAs, but also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
And it's incomplete. Was an exercise in futility anyway.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it